How do you practice gratitude in a business environment? Great question, right? Because it's very important to recognize that in order to be successful in business, to be successful in entrepreneurship, it takes more than yourself. Being in business and being an entrepreneur is a team sport, right? It takes more than yourself in order to be able to deliver value to our customers. And so for me, practicing gratitude is being able to thank an employee. Recently we had the Egyptian Air Force visiting us, and I needed help in getting Moroccan coffee made or Egyptian coffee made for these guests. And I had a team member of ours step in to help. It was not her job, really, to be able to make coffee, but she saw the fact that I was struggling, and she stepped in and helped me so that I could make sure that we were being hospitable to our guests. I made sure to go back a couple of times and say thank you to that individual. I also slipped her a gift card because I wanted to make sure that the little act of kindness or the ability for her to be able to take initiative to help me did not go unnoticed. So I'm very careful about making sure that I say thank you. So that's how you would do that for a teammate. But I have also practiced gratitude for my mentors. I was prepared by God to be able to do what I do. But I have to say that I had mentors along the way that have actually helped me to be where I am today. So yes, it's a God thing, but He used other people in my life to be able to speak into my life, to bring correction into my life. And I have actually done a pretty good job of making sure that I have shown gratitude to them. And I've done that a couple of ways. I had a mentor, Mark Spuler, who was bigger than life. He taught me a lot, he corrected me a lot, he encouraged me a lot, he developed me a lot, he gave me a lot of opportunity. And so when it was time for me to be able to name a specific space at DeVal Life Cycle, I decided to name it after Mark Spuler. Not only did I do that, I had him visit us and we had a celebration, and I believe it was a breakfast meeting that we had where we actually dedicated the building, and I named that building after my mentor, Mark Spuler. I had another very important person in my life called Joe Beretta, who passed away some years ago. And one of the things that I did was we took another space and we named it after Joe Beretta to make sure that I dedicated that space to the contribution and to the efforts that Joe had in my life. And so these are great ways for us to be able to practice gratitude. And guess what? I'm a father of 5 children, and not only do I want to be able to be a person of gratitude, I also want to pass on that lesson to my children. I want that to be a legacy that my children too have that same understanding of gratitude and how important it is. There are many examples in the Bible, but there is one where I think Jesus actually healed 10 lepers. And the Bible says only one of them came back to say thank you. And so I think it's something that we ought to practice. And I think if we would do that, it's also something that is very contagious, because when we do that, then other people around us also learn to do that.